Have you ever dreamed about owning commercial real estate, but said, I can't do it, I don't have the money? Well, I understand where you're at because I was there too, and I learned better. Because if you find high cash flowing properties with nice net operating income, the money will follow, which is what I was told, and I found it to be true. To that end, I'd like to show you in just a very short video series how you can find high cash flowing properties at the click of a couple of buttons with secret hacks and everything else. I'm going to give it all to you as my gift to you, just to let you know that money is really not your issue. Here's how I got started. I was just like you. I didn't have the money that I perceived, like you did, to buy real estate, commercial real estate. But I found out from my neighbors, because I had bought this tiny house in Chevy Chase Estates in Glendale. All my neighbors were rich. I went to work, they went to the golf course. I was going to work, they were going to Balboa Bay Club. I was going to work and they were going to Hawaii for 2 weeks, to their condo. I learned from them because I said, how did you do it? Did you come to us for money? He said, no. I said, really? I learned how to find properties with high cash flowing properties with high NOI. That's what you need to do. And he gave me some hints, and I started on my way to find them. And what I'm going to do in this course I'm going to share with you is part of what I've learned over all these years on how to find high cash flowing property. What happened to me is I learned how to do it. I got pretty good at it. I had one guy who was meeting me at a property I was going to show him. He wanted to buy. I thought it was for him, but it was actually for somebody else who he was working with. He pulled up in a Rolls-Royce Corniche, yellow convertible, wearing a $3,000 suit. I dragged him through the property. He looked at the whole thing and he came out and said, wow, you really know how to find these. Would you like to come with me? I said, yeah, I'd love to ride in a Rolls-Royce Corniche. Oh my gosh, this guy's from Beverly Hills. He's got money and he's taking me to lunch. We sat down. He said, so, are you buying all these properties you're finding? And I said, I wish I could, but I don't have that kind of money. He said, you learned how to find these, right? Can you replicate this? All day long I can. I've learned exactly how to do it. My mentors told me to find high cash flowing properties with high NOI. If you can find them, I'll find them. I got your back. Everything my mentor first told me was, if you find the right property, the money will follow, was true. I was on my way. We actually did a transaction facilitation. We flipped it out and sold it to somebody else and made six-figure money each. Is that a nice way to start off? Heck yes. I was on my way. I was excited. And I'm excited about helping you learn the tips and tricks. You can do this. You need to find some properties that have that kind of cash flow. So, you need more knowledge? I know that. So along the way, right now, I want you to click the button and find more properties. I'm going to show you how to find properties on a website you probably never heard about. And I'm going to give you the secret hack to make all of the cash flowing properties rise to the top and minimize down to a handful, not hundreds or thousands, because there's $480 million of the real estate on this website. I don't want you to have to go through all that. I want you to get the right ones. And then when you do that, you're going to get the data you need to plug it into the software I'm going to give you for free. All the math is done. You'll know exactly what it's going to put in your bank each and every month if you make the acquisition. Click the button below and let's get started. Take care.